Hey, Atlantic Rain here. Mummy duties again, trying to do a quick video while my baby is fast asleep. The joys of parenthood, or should I say motherhood and business. But yeah, I just wanted to do a quick video anyway. So, I had something that was quite a unique experience. Last night, a lady got in touch with me requesting that I put her together a Yoni steam blend, which is not abnormal. You know, I have lots of people approach me all the time requesting a Yoni steam blend. Requesting for me to make them a Yoni steam blend. But what I tend to do is ask, especially if they ask me to create a blend for them, ask them if there is anything in particular that they are working on. Now, a few years ago, I used to do tarot cards, and again, what I would do is ask the person to ask the cards a question. Now, I'm not going to lie. I'm not the sort of person that can read cards in the sense that I look at a card, spirit speaks to me, and I can freestyle. Well, not necessarily freestyle, but just explain what spirit is saying to share with that person. That's not how I read tarot cards. I am what I call an automatic writer. So when I used to do tarot cards, I would ask the person to ask the cards a question, and then I would pull the cards based on the question that was asked. With that, what spirit would then do is tell me what to write, basically. And again, this goes back to me always saying that I'm a written communicator. So spirit would always tell me what to write. So then I would write out the response that spirit is telling me to give to that person. And I really, really enjoyed doing that. It's something that I offer at my Etsy shop. And I do have an Atlantic Rain Etsy shop. But yeah, so it's something that I offer on my Etsy shop. And I've kind of not done it for a while. Not because I've not wanted to do it again, just time and everything else. So anyway, as everybody knows, I work with herbs. That is a key part of Yoni steaming, is to work with herbs. You don't always have to steam with herbs. You can just steam with water. Some people steam with water and a bit of sort of like Himalayan pink salt. Like there's lots of different ways that you can Yoni steam. However, I choose to work with herbs. So, as I said, I had an order come through. Um, I had an order come through for a unique Yoni blend. So I asked the lady what it was that she was working on, which she had shared. But what happened this time, which has not happened to me before, and I think this is linked to me building a deeper connection and a deeper awareness about the herbs that I'm working with, and I believe as well in sort of like plant spirits, and the messages that were kept coming through to me yesterday felt similar to messages that would come through when doing a tarot card reading. So in the past, when people have asked me about Yoni steam herbs, and they're working on anything in particular, I will like, oh, okay, then yeah, this is what I suggest: A, B, C, and D. But this time round, it gave me, I felt guided by spirit to select a particular herb selection for her, more so than I would say I felt. Do you know what? I can't even describe it. I just know that it was totally different to the way I would normally choose herbs. And the messages that were coming through were centered around this particular person working on their heart. And that there were things that may potentially have been holding on to that was blocking their success. So that was something that I also shared with them as well. Also, what I also felt called to do, which again is something that has never happened to me before. So I support women with doing spiritual baths. Again, it's something that I advocate for all the time. Also sell spiritual bath blends, but again, that's just sort of like as and when requested. But this time round, Spirit actually said to me, this person needs to have a. It's okay, baby. Sorry, baby's talking in her sleep. Let's see. Yeah, spirit was guiding me in sharing that this person needed to have a spiritual bath due to their sensitivity of other people's energy. So when I was choosing the herbs, I was also choosing herbs that were very much based on purification and cleansing the mind, body, and soul. So what I suggested to her was to Yoni steam. Go for the Yoni steam. However, use the herbs as well for a spiritual bath. And what I do offer is so for those people that order from me, you can order herbs that are just dry, placed in a nice presentable bag, and you Yoni steam with them. But I also offer a tea bag type form as well. And with spiritual baths, again, people do them in different ways. Some people may potentially put or add salt as well as dried flowers and things like that in there. What I would say, that is a fantastic way of doing it. There's no right or wrong way of doing it. But another way that I've learnt recently is to do your spiritual bath in the sense that you, for example, I'm struggling to explain this. For example, the herbs that I'm giving to this lady in particular, I'm now putting into a tea bag form as well, because I sell the tea bag version as well. So what I've suggested to her is that she can either put the tea bag in the bath and allow the bath to run as you would do, and you can pray over that water, or you can have a meditation or do some visualization work while you're in the bath. Or another thing that she could do is place the tea bags in a saucepan and add about a litre of water and boil it as you would do if you were boiling a pot of tea. And with that, pour that into the bath. Now, as I said, there's no right or wrong way of doing it. You do it however you feel called to do it. Some people don't have baths, some people have showers. And if you were having a shower, I would suggest that you hang the tea bag where the water falls out of the shower head. And that's another way of sort of like washing and cleansing yourself in terms of your body. And sort of like, if you think about it as giving yourself your own personal baptism, that's how I would that's another reason. That's another way I would describe it. But yeah, I just thought I would share that. It's not anything that I've experienced before, but I do potentially think that this would be a way forward for me, because I am, obviously with every order that I get through, I form deeper connections. And again, depending on what it is that people are wanting to work on, I feel drawn to particular herbs as people would be drawn to particular cards in the tarot card, or drawn to particular crystals if doing a crystal reading. But yeah, it was very, very interesting. Very interesting. So I thought I would share that experience with you. So again, going back to, there is no right or wrong way of doing anything. You do whatever it is that you feel called to do. But in this instance, for the first time, I felt it was important to share that Spirit was guiding me to choose herbs that were based on the heart center, also on cleansing and purification of the mind, body, and soul. And also to have spiritual baths, because I do think, in our day-to-day lives, we do pick up on certain energies of other people, and their energies don't always serve us. There's a lot of people that are very low in vibration, and if you are an empath, you will take on that energy, and that is energy that will not serve you. So we need to sort of like figure out ways that we can release and let go of that energy, as a way of protecting ourselves, really. So yeah, it's just something that I think everyone should reflect on. So also gave me a lot of food for thought as well. So yeah, I just thought it was just something that I felt called to share. Again, lovely to check in with you all, and hope to speak to you all soon. Ciao for now.